A lot of people think that eating healthy food is expensive, but they're wrong. And I'm going to prove it in this video. I'm going to give you 5 strategies that you can use to eat more healthy food without breaking the bank. If you don't know who I am, my name's Doug. I've been a personal trainer and a nutritionist for over 5 years now. And as you can see from the pictures I'm putting on the screen, I'm pretty good at what I do. I've worked with over 100 people, men and women, all over the world. So if you're struggling to find healthy food options on a budget, stick around because you're in the right place. What I'm going to take you through today are strategies, not tactics. And that's an important differentiation. These are strategies that you can use wherever you are and whoever you are. So let's get into it. Probably the most obvious one, but I still see so many people do it, is you never, under any circumstances, want to be shopping for food when you are hungry. It's just dumb. Like, think about it. When you're hungry, when you're searching out for food, you are going to make far more emotional decisions and less logical decisions. That is like the cardinal rule, the guiding principle, the North Star. If you do have to shop hungry, try to make sure you're going to the right places where all the options are healthy. Because you have to remember that most food decisions, especially when you're hungry, are driven by smell and nostalgia. All logic goes out the window. So that's strategy number 1. And it leads me nicely into strategy number 2. Because instead of shopping on a whim, shopping hungry, shopping when you need to eat, what you want to be doing is planning your meals and planning your plate. Let me explain exactly what I mean. Any man, or any woman for that matter, with a plan is always gonna win. It doesn't matter what it is in life. What you want to avoid is getting lured into the latest offers or deals. So plan ahead, make a shopping list. I do this all the time and it takes 5 minutes twice a week. And then once you've written out your list, stick to the list. And then you need to treat your list like the Bible. Whatever you do, under no circumstances should you deviate from it. I don't care if there's an amazing offer on your favorite chocolate bar or biscuit. I don't care if there's a new flavor of potato chip or crisp that you really want to try. You stick to the list. And when you're writing out your shopping list, what you want to think about for each of your meals is planning your plate. So what I mean by this is for each meal, you want about 50% of your plate to be vegetables, 25% to be protein, and 25% to be a carb or fat of your choice. And thinking about it that way is going to make you a bit more mindful and a bit more conscious about the food choices that you are making. And being conscious and mindful about those food choices is a very, very good thing. It means you're going to make more nutritious and healthier choices. And doing it this way also gives you the opportunity to think about how you're going to make your meals more enjoyable, rather than just trying to figure it out at the time when you're in the supermarket and there's screaming kids and bright lights and amazing offers and queues and all sorts of other stuff going on. Okay, so you're not going to shop hungry, and when you do shop, you're going to shop with a list, with a plan. So what do you do when you're actually in the supermarket? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in strategies 3, 4, and 5. First things first, strategy number 3. When you're buying fruit and veg, I always recommend that you buy the frozen stuff and not the fresh stuff. It's more nutritious, less expensive, it lasts longer, it's the same calories, and it's just as easy to prepare. Let me give you a little bit more detail on all of those. So the scientific literature and research has actually found that frozen fruit and veg is more nutritious. It holds on to more of the nutrition for longer than the fresh equivalent. It's cheaper because the supermarkets don't have to constantly replenish the stock. They can stick it in the freezer and be done with it. It lasts longer because it came frozen, which means you can freeze it. It's just as easy to prepare because, well, your fridge is probably next to your freezer and you just take it out of the freezer instead of the fridge. And it's got the same calories because it's the same thing. It's just frozen and it's more nutritious and it's cheaper. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Strategy number 4 is pretty closely linked to strategy 3. And that is to bulk buy and then to freeze. But not just with your fruit and veg. Take advantage of the stuff, of the produce that is at the end of its shelf life. Buy it at the discounted rate, take it home and freeze it. What you also want to be doing, whether it is end of shelf or not, is looking out for deals, bulk buy deals. This was a game changer for me when it came to meat and fish. Because meat and fish, particularly in 2024 when I'm recording this video, is getting more expensive. But more often than not, you'll still be able to find amazing deals on this, particularly if you buy in bulk. So what you might be thinking from this video is, damn, I'm going to need a bigger freezer. But chances are you don't. Because I can almost guarantee you that if you open up your freezer, there's going to be a load of stuff in there that's just been chucked in 6 months ago and forgotten. So what I'd recommend you do, and this isn't one of the strategies, this is kind of like a pre-strategy to the strategies, is to clean out that freezer. Because most people's freezers these days are full of ice cream, and just scraps. So throw all of that out, and what we're going to do is fill it with nice produce. Produce is an important word there, because a lot of people don't even realize that all of the ultra-processed food that makes up like 50, maybe even 75% of what the supermarkets are selling these days, it's manufactured, it's not produced. Whereas your fruit, your veg, your grains, your meat, your fish, that is all produce, whether it's frozen or fresh. And that's just a great hack in general, a great strategy if you want to live a healthier, happier, longer life. It's just aim to eat less processed food, which, by the way, is often engineered to be addictive, and more fresh or frozen produce. Okay, that's strategy number 3 and 4. But to be honest with you, I've saved the best to last, because strategy number 5 is the ultimate strategy. It's the final boss of strategy, and that is to avoid supermarkets altogether. And you might be thinking, but Doug, if I avoid supermarkets, I'm going to starve. But you're not, because what I recommend instead is that you do your food shop online, on the magical World Wide Web that you are watching this video on right now. This was an absolute game changer for me, because this was one of the very, very few positives that came out of the 2020 global, I cut that word out because apparently you still can't say it on YouTube without getting a nice red flag, which we obviously want to avoid on this channel. But yeah, anyway, shopping for your food online is a game changer. Let me tell you why. There's actually 4 reasons. It's cheaper, it's easier, it's more convenient, and it's less emotional. Let me talk you through each of those in more detail. So it's cheaper because these supermarkets will give you their best prices online. And what they'll also do is stick all of their offers front and center on their homepage, so you don't have to go looking for them. It's more convenient because they'll deliver it to your door at a time that's convenient to you. It's less emotional because, like I said, a lot of the food buying decisions that we make are based on nostalgia, are based on smell, are based on typography, are based on brand colors. And because you're seeing these products on a screen rather than in real life, it makes a huge difference and allows you to make more logical decisions and less emotional one. And it's easier because once you've built up your shopping list, you'll realize, like me and like most other people, you are a creature of habit, and you actually order and eat the same things pretty much every single week. So once you've done this once or twice and built up your shopping list, it saves your shopping list. And all you have to do is go add, pay, done. Thanks very much. I'll see you tomorrow. There's a lot of misconceptions that healthy eating is expensive, but that's all it is. Trust me, I started a business. I have been very poor, but because I followed these strategies, I was able to eat healthy even when my budget was stretched to the limit. But if you're still not sure where to start, then I've got a treat for you. What I've done in the first link in the description that should be underneath this video is link a guide to 5 quick and easy high protein meals that will cost you less than $5, so like £3 or £4 if you're in the UK, and they'll take you less than 15 minutes to prepare. I'm not saying that you have to eat these, but hopefully they will inspire you and prove to you once and for all that healthy eating doesn't have to be expensive. It's a completely free download. I'm not asking for anything in return, so you can grab it in the description underneath this video right now. Cool, so that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, but as always, far more importantly, I hope you found it useful. And if you did, I would love if you could show your support by just smashing the thumbs up button to like the video, and of course, subscribing to my channel so that you don't miss the next one. Until then, bye.